This video is brought to you by the Wood Life Goods because, well, that's me. I'm the Wood Life Goods. So here's a project I've been wanting to do for a long time. I love axes. I love restoring axes, as many of you know from my videos. I have a 2¼ pound Swedish steel made in Sweden. I think this is a Hults Bruks head. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Hults Bruks, but you can't quite see the stamp in that part. It didn't quite get stamped in properly. This is going to be my taking into the woods bushcraft axe. So something that has a bit of a shorter handle. Now, a while ago, I got this piece of oak from my dad, and I drew a handle on it and I did the stop cuts, but I never got around to carving it out. Now that I have this lovely shave horse bench, we're gonna do it. So this is going to be for bushcrafting and taking out into the woods and doing overnight camps and such. Bushcraft is something I'm starting to get into. I'm by no means good at it, but I really do love it, and it fits well with my carving and leatherwork. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna carve this into an axe handle, and that will be this video. Future video will be restoring the head and making a sheath for it. So this will be a 3-parter. Okay, I'll turn the camera off and we'll start shaping this handle. With the axe, we've got it roughly to the line. It's pretty rough. And this was crate wood, so there's a lot of tear out. The grain's a little wonky, but for my purposes, it's gonna do just fine. So now we're gonna hit it with the draw knife. I'm gonna have to be very careful about grain direction here. Okay, so oak is tough stuff. All we're doing here is really smoothing out the tear out and the axe marks, just to get the profile right here. Holy smokes, this is tough wood. No need for that to go swoop up at the end. It's just going to make our life difficult. Okay, so this side's pretty nice and smooth. I'm going to go ahead and do that to the other side, and then we'll come back and talk about this. When this part gets too small to put into the shave horse, and I want to work on this end, pop it in the tail vise and use the push knife. It's a knot there or something. Okay, so that is pretty much the profile we want. So now we're going to start to decide how wide we want this part, draw a template, and then we'll start shaping this profile. Okay, so I'm just going to eyeball this. I think that's about where I want it to be. Flip it around. About that same distance. And then here, we want that to flare out to there. And then we'll carve in a cool palm swell there. Cut that part off with the saw. And then on this side, we want it to swell out lower. About there. It's okay, I think this side is a little bit more narrow, but that's going to be more narrow anyways. We want that side to be a little more narrow. There we go. That makes sense now. Okay, so slightly wider profile in the back and thinner profile in the front is going to give us that nice, yeah, see, that feels pretty good like that. So when we go to do our facets, the whole thing's going to taper forward, just like your hand does. Okay, I'm going to clean up some of these axe marks. Hope that doesn't cause me trouble. Is it not? Well, oh, okay. That part's carved away now. So we've got the profile this way and the profile this way, except for here. And here, we're gonna draw out a little kind of cool palm swell idea, and then we're gonna go at that with a gouge. Just take off this little pointy end bit here. Okay, I've tried to mirror this curve on both sides. Try and scoop that down to that line that we drew before. What I've got is this system, when my dad and I built this, bench dog. So you put a bench dog in the hole there. There we go. And then this has got a little thumb on it. And put that up against there. And now I can tighten that up. That's locked into place. And now I can have a much easier time trying to carve this out with the gouge. This is a bevel on the inside gouge, and it actually works really well for this job. Okay, so that's pretty close to where I want it. I've left this almost completely the stock of the original because we're going to be doing the head, and I want lots of meat to draw the head on there and make sure it fits right. And so now it's time to do some facets along the end. So this looks pretty nice actually. Those cut into there. I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to leave it just faceted or try and smooth them off a little bit, but we're going to at least start with the facets. I'm just eyeballing these facets rather than drawing them on. Two facets. All right, that feels really weird right in the middle there because it gets a little wider in the handle. So I'm just gonna take a little bit away there. Okay, so I've traced the eye of the axe head right here, and now I'm just going to bring it roughly down to where I want it. I'm not going to fit it today, that'll be another video. Okay, I think that's about as close as I want to get there, because I might want to reposition that a little bit when it comes time to actually hanging the axe. And we'll go over that with a knife and just smooth all the rough spots when it's time. And that's about all the work I'm going to do for today. Finished shaping this as much as I want to before I finish restoring the axe head. Next thing to do is work on the head, sharpen the blade, clean up the hammer pole. Been mushroomed over there a bit. Clean that up, make it look nice, and then we'll hang it and make a sheath. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe. Make sure that you hit the like button, and that's the way to let YouTube know you like my videos. Check out some of my other videos. I have lots of carving videos now, as well as I have lots of leatherwork videos. Until next time, I'll be me, you be you. Peace.